Hi! It has taken me hours and hours and hours to figure out how to set up this camera. And I did it. Yay! Okay, anyway, I decided it was way past time that I made another video. Just because I know that there are some really nice people out there, really caring people who are wondering how I've been doing. And I'm doing great. I'm doing really great. I don't know how many of you saw the first video I posted about my cancer where my head was being shaved. That was, I think, May or June of last year. So it's been more than a year since that event, since I started treatment, and it's all on my blog and my Facebook, and so I thought I'd kind of maybe sum up how the year's gone and throw in some information that I think not a lot of people know about how breast cancer works, some of the little things in the treatment, and also why I think it's been a good thing for me, the whole experience. So it started with chemotherapy to shrink. I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer in my left breast, and my daughter was about 6 months old, and my husband is a wonderful man who has severe diabetic neuropathy and isn't supposed to be up on his feet too often, so this was already pretty interesting. And we went to treatments. I don't remember how many treatments I had, but I think it was something like every 3 weeks for about 3 months. I'd go in, sit in a chair, they'd give me an IV. We'd bring Violet, my daughter, we'd bring her along in her pack and play, and she'd hang out with us, and we made, a family day out of chemo day. And that ended. When that was done, I got to rest for a couple of months to heal from being sick. I kept shaving my head because this is my second bout with cancer. Last time was Hodgkin's lymphoma when I was 20. I'm 36 now. Was diagnosed when I was 35 with breast cancer. And the last time I did chemo, I was violently ill when I was 20. Horribly violently ill. It was awful. And this time it was like cake compared to the last time. I don't remember throwing up once from chemo. So they have made so many advances in medicine just since my last time with cancer. So I finished up chemo, got to chill and rest, and that's what I was saying. Sorry, my medications make me lose my train of thought sometimes, but I kept shaving my head for a while because when your hair first grows back from chemo, it's this, at least for me, it's this like non-color weird, it's chemo hair. It's really bizarre. And it looks kind of gross for a while and then comes in as hair. And so I shaved my head for a while till I knew that the icky chemo hair was going to be gone. And then it was October, I want to say it was October 14th, I think it was. Or at least that was my original surgery date. It was funny. It was funny, actually. I did post a video the night before I was supposed to go in for my bilateral mastectomy, so that is on my page. And if you watch the video, you see how I was freaked out, all just, oh, I have to do this. I wasn't really afraid of losing my breasts up until all of a sudden it was like, wow, this is scary. And so the next morning I got up, I was ready. I was like, okay, we're going to go do this. I'm going to go to the hospital. I'm going to have my tits cut off. I'm going to do this. And I think just as we were going down to the car to drive to the hospital, my cell phone rang. I picked it up. My surgeon was sick. And my surgery was going to have to be rescheduled. They told me not to come to the hospital, which was, I kind of, went inside, sat down, and just went, what? I'm pretty sure I spent the rest of the day just napping because that's... But they did get me in very soon after that. I believe I was in that following Saturday. And I'll never forget that car ride. I was totally at peace with it by that point. Just totally. You know, it's like, this is happening. It's okay. I'm going to get new ones later. Went in, and the greatest song on the radio was playing. And I don't think I'd heard this song before because I've never really been a Gorillaz fan. But this song of theirs, Dare, was playing on the radio. And it was like the coolest song. And I was just digging the groove and I'm thinking, this is so surreal. It was so early in the morning that it was still very dark out. And this song's going, this really catchy song, and I'm on my way to get my breasts cut off. And I can't describe that scenario. It's so strange. And, you know, I went in, got prepped for surgery, all this and that, woke up a few hours later, covered in bandages, wanting a coffee. And I'm pretty sure I got one at some point. So that was that. They were gone. And I wasn't upset at all. Not at all. I wasn't. And after a few weeks, I was healed up enough to get my mastectomy raw. So it was really nice. I was naturally an A cup before all this started. Kind of a B after having my daughter, but a very small B. So I figured I'm going to be daring. I'm going to go for the C's. So I got this. It's this bra that has these really squishy boobs in it that they feel real. I went up to the C and looked great. And I did radiation. I've gone through all my treatment. All of it. Radiation was done in January sometime. And then I had to wait 6 months. And I met, and I'd met with him before, but I went back to meet my plastic surgeon, Dr. Alan Gabriel at Southwest Washington Peace Health. The man, it's so funny. A friend of mine pointed out, you know, your doctor's got the name of an archangel. He'll be fine. It still makes me chuckle, but he's an amazing doctor. And honestly, all my doctors have been amazing. Dr. Smith, my oncologist, and Dr. Oh my God, I forgot her name. My surgeon, the one who took off the breasts. And forgive me if I forget names because they've been wonderful. Everyone at Peace Health has been wonderful. And so I healed up a little bit more. And then I got my expanders put in a few months ago. And they're really hard. You literally have to go in like every week or so, or every couple weeks, depending on how your skin's doing. They have these things in your boobs or that are going to be where your boobs are going to be. And you get them pumped up with saline every week until you get to the size you want. And then you have to wait for what seems like ever. And then last week, it was Remember, the 5th of November. I went in. By this time, surgery's so routine now. I went in, got prepared, met with Dr. Gabriel. He drew a smiley face on my arm that's finally washed off. And we talked about what was going to happen. And I was wheeled in, put under, woke up with a lot of bandages, wanting a coffee. And here I am. And this is the stuff that I want people to understand. This is, everybody thinks, wow, you've got your implants, you're done. You're not done. Don't get me wrong, I love these. I love what I have. You probably can't see them and I'm wearing a black shirt. But I have something here now. And I know they're a work in progress because breast implants are like houses, I guess. They have to settle. So these are going to settle. One's a little bit higher than the other, and they're kind of a funny shape, but they've got to settle. The silicone's got to settle. Especially on my left side, that was the site I had the cancer. That was the site I had the radiation, and my chest muscle was so decimated by radiation burn. Radiation's gnarly. It's nasty, nasty stuff. And so part of my latissimus muscle, you know, your lats, part of that has been moved from my back around my side under, and it makes up the bottom part of my left breast. I'm not kidding. That is my back muscle right there. So there's that, you know, getting that with the implants, and I'm not a doctor. I don't know how it works. All I know is Dr. Gabriel is the best. His reputation precedes him, and I'm already seeing. So after they settle, the new boobs, I've got to get, and this is the hardest part, I'm telling you. Parts of my chest are going to need fat injections to even them out and fill spaces. So that means I'm going to have to get some liposuction. I know. Horrible, right? Liposuction and bigger boobs. And all I had to do is get cancer. Boob job and a tummy tuck. Woo! So it is still lengthy. I still have more surgeries to go. And then he's going to make me some nipples. Like, they have this way of creating nipples on your chest as part of using the skin there. And then I get my areolas tattooed. And it's still checkups. When you're done with cancer, you're not done with cancer. You're never done with cancer. The cancer leaves you, but the experience never leaves you. And I, for one, I feel for the people who lose. As a lot of people who know me know that I buried my youngest brother a little over 3.5 years ago, who died from brain tumors. He was 24. He battled it for 5 years. I still get that. It's like ice crystals forming inside all of my veins when I learned that anybody, even if it's nobody I've ever met, somebody mentioned on TV or in a magazine, lost a battle with cancer. I always feel that. So I'm very, very, very grateful that 2 times I've had cancers that were very curable. I don't want people to think that breast cancer is always... I know it's silly saying it was easy for me. It wasn't easy for me, taking care of a baby and having my body poisoned and burned and cut up. But I got to live through it. I got to have awesome experiences, you know. But there are breast cancers out there. There are many different kinds of cancer within each category of cancer. It's very complex, and there are women still dying from breast cancer. Did you know men can get breast cancer? They can. Okay, boys, feel those pecs. Okay, don't just leave it to us women. So if it wants you, if cancer wants you, it will take you. But I think for a lot of us, it can be avoided if we just take better care of ourselves. I'm not saying that everybody can do that. Sometimes cancer happens. But take care of yourself, you know. Always stay healthy. And it just, because I haven't ever really been a health nut in my life. And I'm not saying that's what gave me cancer. It's just, you know, now I have to get healthier. And for someone who's never done it, it's going to be a bigger challenge, but I'm up to it. But yeah, that's really what breast cancer is. It's what it does. I will have scars on my chest forever. I'll never have real functioning nipples, you know. We all know about nipples. Yeah, mine, I don't have them. They're gone. Once this is done, I'm going to have a fabulous rack. So. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on. I'm doing great. I've got my jewelry business running, Oracle Moon Handmade Jewelry. Not just to help me, but I'm trying very much to help other people with breast cancer by selling my jewelry. Christmas is coming, and I've already started my book about all of this. I think I have an entire paragraph. Ooh. And I'm excited. about what's happening. I'm excited about the future, and I'm excited to know all of you. Even if I don't know you, you're all very precious to me. All of you, everybody who's shown me all this love and support. You know, the nerdy horse girl who was teased a lot in school. It's like, ah, this is really awesome then. So anyway, much love, and now let's see if I can figure out how to get this video from my camcorder that I've never used by myself before to my computer and upload it. Wish me luck. Actually, if you don't see this and it doesn't work, you won't know to wish me luck. Thanks.